Welcome back. If you or a loved one suffers from cognitive decline, memory loss, dementia, or even early stage Alzheimer's disease, then you do not want to miss what our next guest has to offer. Today we have with us the Communications Director from the Integrated Health Center of the Rockies, Miss Amanda Vargas. She is here to share the amazing progress that has been achieved in the field of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's care. Amanda, great to have you back.
So nice to see you.
All right, so according to doctors, of all the chronic diseases we may get, we fear no other like dementia and Alzheimer's disease, which is easy to understand. Why is that?
Well, there's a couple of reasons for that, Gina. The first one being that it is the only one of the nation's 10 most common causes of death in which there is no effective treatment. And secondly, not only is it fatal, but it actually robs these victims and their families of their lives long before they're actually gone. So it's a very excruciating process for everybody involved.
Well, you have a free cognitive decline dinner event. Let's make sure everyone knows about it. It's Thursday, September 5th at 6 p.m. The number to call is 303-974-1087. You want to go ahead and call that number right now, actually, just to make sure you can get a seat, because those seats are very limited. Now, let's also go and talk about, when you work with doctors, what have you learned about what a typical experience is for someone who's going through something like this?
It usually starts innocently enough. Maybe they're forgetting things here and there. They're misplacing like their items like their keys or their wallet. They're walking into rooms and forgetting why they walked in there and then walking back out and then remembering and going back. And what's interesting is that a lot of our patients will chalk up these symptoms to senior moments. But what we find is that these symptoms actually get worse over time and other people begin to notice. So maybe they have issues putting names to faces. They can't recognize their grandchildren anymore, or they're relying very heavily on calendars and note-taking just to keep things straight. So it becomes apparent not only to the patient, but also the people, the loved ones around them, that they have a failing brain.
Yeah, something is going on. So they maybe, let's say they take the next step and they make an appointment with a health care provider or a doctor. So describe then what that's like. What is a normal, typical experience like for something like that?
It really depends on how diligent that provider is. And up until recently, there really wasn't any definitive testing that would allow a clinician to make a concrete diagnosis. So it's not unusual for these patients to get the runaround. And if and when they are formally diagnosed, most of the time they're told that they need to get a power of attorney assigned, or they really just need to get things in order because things are going downhill very quickly.
Well, I understand the tides have changed and there possibly could be a solution to all of this. You've got to tell me what the providers are seeing at IHCR.
Well, we now know through science and clinical experience that the symptoms of these conditions are not only preventable, but they're actually reversible as well. And what's really exciting is that we now know what's causing these conditions, and it's not the amyloid plaquing in the brain like we thought all along. And what's really exciting is that now through a new treatment program and the new research that we've come up with and that we've that we have found out, we are now able to reverse the symptoms of cognitive decline, dementia, and early stages of Alzheimer's disease with a very, very, very pivotal success rate. It's amazing.
Whoa, you just said reverse. Don't hold that thought right there. Let's let everyone know about this. 303-974-1087. That is the number to call. It's right there on your screen. You can see right there. This is a free cognitive decline dinner event, which is Thursday, September 5th. At 6 p.m. You need to call and see if you qualify, because seating is very limited and you want to make sure you can actually get the seat if you would like to go to this. All right, let's get back to what we were saying. I'm not going to let you off the hook here. You've got to be a little bit more specific about what you're talking about.
Well, we're seeing patients going back to work. They're able to drive again. They're not getting lost on those driving routes that they all of a sudden were just getting really confused about, like going home. And many of them are remembering their family members again, and they're getting their memory back, and that's the most important thing.
Oh my goodness, of course, absolutely. All right, so we've told everyone about this wonderful event. Again, the number is there on your screen. You can just RSVP at 303-974-1087. Who should be calling right now? Who should be going to this event? You need to let everyone know.
If you are someone who's suffering from any of the symptoms associated with dementia, early stages of Alzheimer's disease or cognitive decline, like difficulty reading, writing, speaking, maybe you're having trouble putting names to faces, or you just notice you're not quite as sharp as you once used to be, I highly recommend that you give our office a call to see if you can attend this life-changing event.
And seating is limited?
It's very limited.
All right, so you heard it here. Amanda just told you. So this is what you need to do. Reserve your seat for the free Cognitive Decline Dinner event, which is Thursday, September 5th at 6 p.m. All you need to do is call this number at 303-974-1087 to see if you qualify to attend the free informational event on reversing cognitive decline and the symptoms of early stage Alzheimer's disease. The Integrated Health Center of the Rockies paid for this segment. Don't go away.